Andrew, do you know who Chase Young is?
Yeah, of course.
No. My point is, I don't either.
Hey, Drew,
These
it's your
defensive
boy.
teams. Kate Cunningham, what? Mike, just concede, man. It was about not leaving the play-in, bro. Just concede. Just concede already.
We're back
What's
with
going on with
another.
Mike's video?
I know.
Oh, the NBA Finals and the Stanley Cup Finals are set. Let's go. What's going on, Jam Packed? I'm MK. I'm your host here with Jack SB and Uncle Drewski from the NBA Ramble. What's up, fellas? What's going on tonight?
What's up, fam? Just waiting for some finals to start already.
I know, right?
Yes, sir.
How's that gonna
Yes,
do?
sir. For those of you that have been living under a rock, we are Jam Packed. And for the first time in a long time, the Indiana Pacers and the OKC Thunder are in the NBA Finals. You heard that right. Finals. Craziness. Craziness. Craziness.
Do
Guys,
we count
give me a
this
take.
as Oklahoma's first championship if they win?
I
Sure.
definitely. Well, I mean,
Or
in their history,
franchise?
as the Thunder, yes. In their franchise history, no, because that goes back to the Sonics, right? Back in '79, which is a long time ago, anyway. So, having said that, would you consider it their first?
Nah, I think you go by franchise. But if I don't know, it does feel like their first. It feels like a whole different team, honestly.
It does feel like they're first.
It does feel like a whole different team. One might say, if they do win this championship, is it better than the KD, Russ, and Harden OKC?
I mean, they won.
It's making Drew think.
They won, but they also didn't have to play against the Warriors, so or LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh. So it's kind of hard to. I'm sorry, the Pacers are just not as good as LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, and Chris Bosh. Miami.
That's a good point.
There's no way. There's just
Fair
no
enough.
way.
Fair enough. So would be fair to say that the NBA is mildly diluted in competition?
I think there's better parity. Let's put it that way. Talent spread out a little more. Now, here's the thing. If the Celtics were in the finals right now, I wouldn't say that. The Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Porzingis, Drew Holiday, White, Horford, that squad, I think they could hang with the LeBron, Dwayne Wade, Miami Heat back in the day for sure. So, just matchups,
Interesting. What do you think, Jack?
I mean, I don't know. From what I remember, because that's like a little bit after I started watching NBA when the Thunder were in the finals last. I don't know. Like, just from what I've seen, I think this team is better than that Kevin Durant team was. I mean, it's just like it just shows in the stats at least. I mean, like the regular season, like you have 68 wins, like I mean, you have an MVP of the league, leading scorer. I mean, I'm sure KD probably did the same thing that season. But I'm looking at at Oklahoma City's record right now that season. I think it must have gone shorter because they only went 47-19 that year. Was that like a lockout year or something?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think you're right about that.
it's not bad. But yeah, I don't know. Just from what I've seen, I mean, the defense I think is better on this Thunder team, and then I think they're deep, man. Like they're the deepest team in the league right now, probably. I'd say.
You know, that's crazy to think about. It's hard for me to imagine a team better than KD's team, but
Yeah.
defensively, their margin of victory was like.
That's true.
I think they're one of the highest margin. You're right.
I think
You're
it was
right.
highest
This
ever, right?
OKC was one of the highest margin of victories of all
It's like
ever
12
regular
points a
season.
game,
So,
highest of all time.
yeah.
All right. Well, number one, who you guys taking?
Between the
OKC,
two.
OKC or Pacers? How many games?
OKC. I got OKC in 6.
Drew, who you taking?
I got OKC in 5.
You got OKC in 5.
It's kind of scary to say that because the Pacers have like been just coming out of nowhere on everybody and hitting the most clutch shots and just running and running. But I've never watched a championship be like, the best defensive team versus the best offensive team are matching up. I think the offense team's going to win. Like I've never seen that really. Maybe someone can share a time when that's happened, but usually when the number one defense goes against the number one offense, defense wins.
Yeah, so I actually saw on one of ESPN's articles that they write, it was like 7 things that will decide this finals, and one of the sections in there was like this is like the 14th time that the number 2 offense has faced the number 1 defense in the finals.
Really?
And yeah, so the Pacers obviously number 2 offense, Thunder number 1 defense.
Yeah.
And 7 of those 13 times the number 2 offense has won the finals.
Whoa.
So, and the last time that happened was in 21-22 when the Warriors faced the Celtics and the Warriors were the number 2 offense. So it's, I don't know, like based on that stat, it's like, it's pretty divided, you know, but I mean, I'm kind of coming from where you are too. I'm like that's why I'm giving the Pacers 2 games, because I'm like, I feel like they're going to come out with something, you know, and they're going to shock us somehow, but I don't think they can hang with the Thunder, you know.
Yeah. Also, I don't think the Thunder's offense is too much of a slouch. You know what I mean? Like they're
Go ahead.
They
I got some
got
stats
a lot
for
of
you when you're
weapons.
done.
Mm-hmm.
They got a lot of weapons with Holmgren. And then that's what was interesting too, is I think like when I'm playing against the Thunder, the way I always think you should beat them is using size. I think that's why the Nuggets did so well. Jokic was just kind of be able to get down there. They literally had to guard him with Alex Caruso, which was kind of strange, but worked out. Just kind of having an energy guy on him like that. But when you can just kind of move Chet around and get in there and get some buckets by the rim, then you could be a good team. So if Siakam and Miles Turner have good series and they're going at the rim a lot, attacking Chet, I think they could have a shot at getting a game. That's why I said that. But all right, MK, what do you got?
Well, here's some interesting stats. The Pacers. You want to know what the Pacers' record versus the Eastern Conference?
Versus the East?
Versus the East. The Pacers
versus
regular season. The Pacers versus the Eastern Conference. They're 29-22. 29 wins, 22 losses. Okay, versus the West, they are 21-10.
That's impressive.
Not too bad. The Thunder versus the West are 39-13. Take a wild guess what they are versus the East.
I saw this. Isn't it like, is it 29-1?
29 wins, 1 loss.
And it was
29-1 versus the East.
Who was the 1 loss?
It was on the road against Cleveland.
Yep.
I was
that's right.
Which is wild.
Like only 1, and now like Can the Pacers beat them once, bro?
I'm like, yeah, can they get a gentleman's sweep? Can they win one game? I mean, who knows? The Pacers have gone on almost a record-setting postseason shooting record, right? I don't feel if it becomes an absolute shootout, I don't think the Thunder have enough to keep up. But if the Thunder play lockdown defense like they have been, there's no way. There's no way the Pacers keep up. And the team defense by the Thunder, by the way, the team defense is insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane.
When there was close games throughout this whole playoffs, they'd have this stretch where they would just hold somebody to like 2 points over like a 7-8 minute span. You're just like, how are they this good on defense? Like they're just all over the place. Yeah, every position. And then off the bench, they got Caruso. Like,
yeah, they don't really have any liabilities on defense, really, because even the MVP Shea, I mean, he's up one of the league leaders in steals.
Yeah,
I had I heard a take. Chuck Daly used to coach and he would purposely put the worst defender on the opposite team's best offensive player. And somebody asked, like, why are you even doing that? And he said, it's simple. I forced the team to play isolation basketball. By forcing you to play isolation, like, who are you getting the ball to? You're getting the ball to your best offensive player. Perfect. Who do you want him against? You want him against the worst defender anyway. So in getting in, outside of getting the switch and the switch, which is basically a high pick and roll, right? Now you're forced to, you can't even run an offense anymore. I'm like, you don't want the guy to switch out. You want the guy to stay there. Right. And so honestly, by far, where you're looking at, most teams don't practice getting into an offense when they already have the matchup they already have. They already have the matchup they're looking for. Mm-hmm. They're not used to, okay, well, what do we do now? I don't want to high pick and roll the guy because we have the matchup we want. So what do we do now? Like, what, who am I fortunate to switch here? And it isn't until you saw the old school Warriors, the old school, there was a couple of years where Atlanta had a really good ball movement, and because they had shooters, and their ball movement was just incredible. That's why the Spurs, it didn't matter. It didn't matter who you guarded. Like, they're running their offense because they don't care who shoots the ball. Like, it was just ball movement after ball movement after ball movement. Okay, now we got free easy layup because we passed the ball 10 times before anybody else even thought about shooting. Mm-hmm. It was wild. It was a wild take and an interesting take because you don't see that nowadays. Everybody is like, oh, we're going to pick on that one guy, right? We're going to pick on Luka, or we're going to pick on Jalen Brunson, or we're going to pick on whoever. Yeah. And then, and force them to games. David, welcome in, man. Welcome in. Glad to have you. But it was a super interesting take. Like, oh, I guess let's give them the matchup that they're looking for anyway. And then, I mean, either way, you're getting help defense, right? Whether they get the switch, they get the high pick and roll, somebody's coming over to help anyway on defense. So why not just give them the matchup they already want without anybody else moving, right? Nobody else is moving or setting an off-ball pick or doing any of that. And we'll force you to play isolation, play ISO the entire game. It's like, wow. I never thought of that either, man. Like, I've coached basketball for how long? I've never thought, yeah, we're going to put our worst defender on their best player and just have at it.
Just see what happens.
Good luck. What do we do, coach?
Shoot it, I guess.
Good luck. I actually think it'll be, I'm hoping it goes 6 to 7 games. Like, I'm hoping it's a series. Not that it will be, but I'm hopeful. I mean, it's the championship, right? Like you never want to see a sweep.
Yeah,
Even a
exactly.
gentleman's sweep is kind of like, but that's what it feels like. It feels like it's going to be. Pacers might get one game, unless Tyrese Halliburton just starts, going off and continues to be clutch.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of, Pacers end up winning the Eastern Conference. At the end of the Eastern Conference, at the celebration, they announced the Eastern Conference MVP.
Uh-huh.
I think Halliburton thought it was
I thought it
was a
was him
lock
too.
for it. I think everybody else thought it was a lock for it.
That's crazy.
Wasn't the case. Siakam actually pulled out the MVP on that, and I think everybody else was shocked.
That was hilarious.
Halliburton got robbed.
By far. How
The
do you
Hall-
not
the-
get
the-
him the?
I know.
mean,
What
come
do we
on.
have like the stats on both of them? Because
They actually both had good series.
because Siakam dropped what 39 in game 2, is it?
I mean, he
Siakam
definitely
had
brought
three
out more offense.
Siakam had 3 30-point games. One of them was a 39-point game. But Halliburton had 1 8-point game. I think that might have been kind of like that game 5 where the Knicks just blew him out.
Mm-hmm.
But Siakam didn't have a good game that game either. So I'm kind of like,
Huh.
I just don't understand it.
Side by side.
Halliburton is like kind of the heart and soul of the Pacers. Everything, like he initiates everything. I know they're a deep team and he can go sit on the bench. They can go score a bunch of points. They have great shooters, but ultimately, like his clutch shots were like so.
That's what got him there in the
series.
first place.
Yeah, like they should have lost game 1, period. And it's a whole different series
Yeah,
if they
that
lose game
comeback
1.
was crazy.
And I don't know. It just seems kind of crazy to me that they didn't give it to him. I made a video about that, and somebody in the comments said the Hallibans are here, and I thought that was pretty funny. Like like he's calling the Halliburton fans Hallibans. So, the Hallibans, like they're a terrorist group or something. But anyways, I was cracking up when I saw that. I was like, is that real? Is that a thing that people are saying these days?
Oh no! I actually saw somebody else post that it was the Hallibans versus the Al Shaidas. Wow, going there. Okay, it was wild. I'm getting those stats for you right now. Just FYI.
Yeah. No, yeah, because when they were announcing it, I was like it was like Eastern Conference Finals MVP. I was like Halliburton, obviously. And it's like Siakam. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I mean, Halliburton had a 30-point triple-double too with no turnovers. It was like you would think,
exactly.
He's their
30
main guy.
points. That's one of the most insane like playoff games of all time.
Yeah, that's
30
crazy.
points, 15 assists or something like that. No turnovers. Like it's crazy that he was not the MVP. And it was like a game 4 win, like the biggest, most important game, and he controlled the whole thing. I don't know. There's been other mistakes, guys. Iguodala, I'm sorry, he never should have been Finals MVP.
No.
It was definitely Steph Curry. There's no question about it. Like,
I don't know. Dude,
there's a few that are just really bad picks. Even to me, Jaylen Brown, I know he had a great finals last year. But again, I feel like Tatum was just the best player. And they gave it to Jaylen Brown, the Eastern Conference Finals and the NBA Finals MVPs. And I'm just kind of like, no, I'm sorry. That's just me. That's just me on that one.
Well, Halliburton definitely should have got it. So here's the stats. Siakam, points wise, went 31, 15, 30, 17, 39. No double digits in anything else. No rebounds, not in rebounds, not in assists. Halliburton, however, went 21, 8, 32, 20, and 14. Not the most prolific offense, but if you look at it, he had 21 points, 13 assists. The next game, he went 8 points, 6 assists. That's when they got completely blown out by the Knicks. Then he went 32 points, 12 rebounds, 15 assists in game 3. Yeah, that was crazy. And then went 20 points, 7 assists. And then went 14 points, 11 assists, 8 rebounds. Like it's not even close. Not only did he out rebound Siakam, He out assists Siakam.
Yeah.
He definitely contributed to more points than Siakam's total. So I'm like, I get it. He did contribute to the offense, but where did those 39 assists, or where did those 11 assists go to? 4 or 5 or 6 of them to Siakam, possibly. That's 12 points at least. Anywho,
It's so weird.
If anybody's taking Pacers, if anybody else is taking Pacers in the finals, please let me know and why you think that.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get a bunch of Pacers in the comments now. I guarantee that. NHL Stanley Cup Finals are also set. The Panthers are facing off the Oilers. Game 1 is on Wednesday. The wins in 2 days is on Wednesday on TNT. Our hockey experts aren't here today. They're taking care of business.
I really
Probably
should
playing
know
hockey.
more. I really should know more, considering my mom's Canadian, but I just don't. I follow. I loosely follow the Kings and the Ducks sometimes, and just see what's going on, but just never was a hockey player. So
Just don't like the hockey puck, eh?
I love watching it. It was fun to play. I used to play street hockey as a kid growing up. Get out there, and it's like a whole neighborhood thing when I was growing up. But just never really watched it. Yeah, never got
It
into
looks
the
like
NHL.
Florida's favored to repeat.
Oh, really?
Actually, no.
Florida's been on a tear. It seems like
They
they're
have been
going
on a tear.
They're going on a tear in the playoffs. Kind of like the Pacers have been the last 2 postseasons.
Dude, last 2 postseasons is incredible. Let me go up to the bracket. Edmonton's favored.
Oh.
In game 1, but I mean, it is what it is. Hopefully, if you guys are hockey fans, let us know. We'll get more hockey content on here, because we have guys that do know their stuff.
Mm-hmm.
As far as the MLB goes, there's so many games, nobody's keeping track.
So many.
You have Daddy Yankee is a fan of the Yankees, and Yankees Daddy are the Dodgers. That game over. That's it. That's all I got. Honestly, to be honest, as long as I followed baseball, the Yankees or the Dodgers just feel like the new Yankees, to be honest with you. Whoever's paying the most is getting the most wins. Used to be the Yankees. They used to fork over a ton, which is why one of the reasons why Boston hated them, and because they would just poach their players for, we're going to pay you more. But having said that, the Mariners are in first place in the West. That's good to see. Go Seattle Mariners. Used to love going to those games. Those were pretty cool. Haven't been to a Dodgers game since I've been here though, and it's kind of sad. But I also don't want to deal with the traffic, so there's that as well.
Traffic.
Definitely don't want to deal with the traffic there. I may pass, sir. I may pass. The WNBA has been going strong for the last 7 weeks. Liberty are in first place. Liberty and Minnesota Lynx are tied in first place. They're both 7-0. But the revenue for the last 2 weeks in the WNBA hasn't seen as much, considering Caitlin Clark has been hurt for the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, Fever need her back. They're not going to win a game without her.
Oh, they definitely need her back, right? Like, there's no question. Where was that? No,
But Caitlin in the game, tickets cost for a game like $180 for the. When she's out, it's all of a sudden they're $20 a ticket. It's just like a wild.
Right, it's a wild comparison.
Yeah, tickets as low as $8 for the next game tomorrow.
Oh man!
I mean, she putting up some numbers, man. She's averaging 19 points, 6 rebounds, 9.3 assists, and 1.3 steals a game.
Yeah, it's just in like what 2 or 3 games.
Yeah. And just so that we're not being biased to one side, Angel Reese is also putting up shots. She's not making them, but she's putting up shots.
But she's still putting them up.
Averaging 10 points, 12.2 rebounds, 2.7 assists, 1.8 steals. I mean, at what point I saw some press conference where they were asking her about, how are you working on your offhand, going right, whatever. And she claimed, she was like, I'm right-handed. Now I don't know how real it is because some of the AI videos nowadays are pretty legit.
Mm-hmm.
But I swear she shoots left-handed, right? Or correct?
I would think so. I don't know.
I
seen
think
it.
she shoots left-handed.
Yeah.
Pretty sure in every video that I've seen, she's been shooting left-handed. Now, she could right-handed. I mean, I'm ambidextrous. I write, eat, and cut left-handed, but my more dominant hand in sports is my right hand. Like I throw right-handed, I shoot right-handed, but I mean, I can go left. I'm just as comfortable going left as I am going right.
Interesting.
But if people ask me what I am, like I am left-handed. I can't write at all with my right hand.
Wow, that's crazy.
So maybe that's what she meant, but I don't know. She misses equally from both sides.
Isn't it like that's how LeBron is too, right? Like LeBron's left-handed, but he shoots right-handed.
I think so, something like that.
Yeah, I heard that.
I'm just glad she's like improved her field goal percentage. For a little while there, she was at like 22% field goal shooting, and I'm like, I swear you're like only 2 feet from the rim.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she doesn't really take jumpers, does she? She's mostly just around the rim.
Yeah. So right now she's shooting 31% field goal percentage. What's crazier is she shoots 33% 3-point. So I almost want you to shoot the 3-pointer.
Better for her to shoot the threes.
We're gonna get the same result no matter what.
The basket.
I wonder what she would average if she wasn't getting all her own boards too. I mean, maybe it's more like she's more of like a 16 and 8 player, instead of a 10 and 12. Like, how many offensive rebounds does she get in the game off her own shots? It's pretty crazy.
She is getting I can't even say that. I can't even say she's getting more assists now. Like at some point, don't you look for somebody else? Like if you're getting double teamed, and this is just me as a hooper, if I'm getting double or triple team, if I got the board and I'm surrounded by 3 other people, somebody's got to be open.
Yeah, exactly. Well, better be open.
Yeah, you better be open. Like, give me a lane, give me something. Like, come on, man. But I don't know. Wasn't Paige Buckets also hurt?
Yeah, I think she's in concussion protocol for a few days.
Did something happen in a game, or was that a practice thing?
That's a good question. I don't know. I thought did she come back already, or is she still out? I don't know.
It says she's still out.
She's still out.
But she's putting up some good rookie numbers, man. I mean, she's 14.7 points a game, 6.7 assists, shooting 33% from 3, 43%, from the field. I'm like, she doesn't have much help because they've lost. I mean, I think they've only won 1 game, but man, like, come on now.
Yeah, she leads her team in assists, steals, and blocks.
And blocks?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
That's crazy.
You don't have your rookie point guard lead
the leader in
your
blocks.
Team in blocks. Wild. I love the effort, man, though. Like, especially if you're a guard, right? You're a guard. If you're not the top scorer, not I'm pretty sure she leads her team in points. But if you're not, and I used to tell my players this all the time, there's other ways you can contribute to the team. Right? You can be the point guard and not score a single point, but get good, get good assists, move the ball around, play good defense, get steals, rebounds. Like there's so many other ways you can contribute. You don't have to be the top scorer.
True.
Just because you're a point guard or just because I put you in a position doesn't mean you have to, anyways, I love what she's doing on the field, especially for her first year in the league.
And if she's fit right in, the number one pick makes sense.
Love it. Absolutely love it. Speaking of the number one pick, man, any word coming out of Duke besides all your guys leaving?
Hey, I mean they're reloading. They got some good guys coming in next year. Number one recruiting class again after got another Dame Sarr from Italy, 5-star guy, 4-star guy, Sebastian Wilkins reclassified for this year.
Nice.
So they're reloading. I don't know if they'll be as good as this year's team was, but Cooper Flag will be nice though. I'm really hoping. I don't know. I'm hoping that he goes to the Spurs somehow. Like if they can fix a trade there, pairing him with Wemby
may not be way off.
And Wemby and Cooper Flag for their career would be so nice. Like that'd be so fun.
Drew, maybe you know this. Do you know of any other team that has had 3 Rookie of the Years, like a three-peat? I can't think of any off the top of my head. But
Like in any sport?
Oh no, in the NBA.
In the NBA, I know the Lakers had Magic and James Worthy, but I don't think that was back-to-back. There might have been a year between those two.
I just looked it up. No team has 3 straight Rookie of the Years. Teams have back-to-back, like Spurs have.
Yeah.
The Wolves did it in 2015 and 16, but no team has had 3 straight.
Interesting. That might be it though. Like if the Spurs make moves and end up getting Flag, that would be insane. And then if he ends up panning out, getting 3 straight rookies,
because then you're set.
All young,
if you can
all
keep them all,
exactly, all scorers
at least.
I mean,
so scary.
If you have a squad though like theirs, where that rookie's going to come in and be potentially a starter, get a bunch of minutes. I mean, and then you got Flag. If he goes to the Mavericks, he's going to be second fiddle to AD and
Right.
Kyrie, and I don't know. That's interesting. He might that Spurs player might win it. You never know.
That's just wild. The other deep take is that if OKC doesn't win, if they don't win the championship this year, and somehow the Pacers figure out a miracle to pull this out, OKC has the assets to go out and get Giannis.
Okay.
And they don't have to give up a single player.
Bruh.
They could literally do it all off of draft picks.
Giannis on the Thunder would just be like, you might as well just not even play the season because they're gonna win. Like it's over.
That's how insane this finals is. Like, you're telling me that the potential winner, even if they win, right? Their guys are so young.
Mm-hmm.
And they have so much draft capital that could still win and still go get Giannis for no reason.
That'd be so. Then if they get that, because I don't know, like the contract situation with each player, but if they can keep all those guys together on their rookie deals or on their, whatever contracts they're on right now, like you could win like 3 straight championships with Giannis. Like, crazy.
Definitely. Definitely. It was just wild, man. So wild. All right. Let's move on to NFL. I know a lot of people have been fronting me on this. We've been putting out daily, I guess almost weekly, weekdays, whatever. Every weekday we put out a prediction on at least what I think the NFL team record is going to be for for that day. This last take was the Kansas City Chiefs,
I saw that.
and somebody gave me a bad time about it. They said, "Oh, of course you guys have been whining that the Chiefs are going to be, crying about their downfall for years." Blah blah blah. I'm like, dude, this is the first time I've done this, but whatever. Like, I get it. You're clumping me in with everybody else. So here's what I want to see. I want your take, Jack.
Yeah.
I'm gonna run down the list of games. Okay. And I want you to tell me if they were gonna win or lose. Okay. I'll tell you who they're playing, and where they're playing at.
Yeah.
And then I'll tally them up. I'll tell you what your prediction is gonna end up being. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Game 1: Chiefs Chargers in Sao Paulo. Chargers are our home team.
Technically at home. Ooh.
Yeah.
Chiefs Chargers. I got the Chiefs.
Okay, Chiefs win. Gotcha. Okay, you got Eagles, Chiefs at Arrowhead.
At Arrowhead. Dang, that's a tough one, man. Super Bowl rematch. I'll take the Eagles.
Okay. Kansas City's only favored by 1.5 in that game. Okay. Just like the Sao Paulo game, Kansas City is only favored by 3.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna go Chiefs Giants in New York.
Oh, Chiefs.
Okay. Then we're going Ravens Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Ooh. It's another good one. I'll go Ravens.
Perfect. Then you got Chiefs Jags in Jacksonville, in Duval.
Chiefs.
Okay. You got Lions Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Dang, man.
They got good matchups, man.
They can't
They're all
lose
good
all these home games. Like, this isn't possible.
Yeah. And they're all home games.
Dang. Oh, man. I guess I'll take the Chiefs.
Okay.
Yeah,
then you got Raiders Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Yeah, I got Chiefs.
Okay. Then you got Commanders Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Ooh. Dang. I'll go Commanders there.
Okay. And then you got Chiefs Bills at Buffalo.
Give me the Chiefs.
Okay. Buffalo's favored by 2.5 on that game.
Yeah, they're in some big games. They're going against all the best teams.
Oh yeah. Chiefs Broncos in Denver.
In Denver. I'll go Chiefs.
Okay. Then you got Colts Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Yeah, Chiefs.
Okay. Then you got Chiefs Cowboys at Dallas.
Chiefs.
You got Texans Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Probably Chiefs, yeah.
Okay. Then you got Chargers Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Probably Chiefs. I only see them blowing out a few of these teams. Like,
Well, the
Chiefs.
problem is last year they didn't blow out anybody.
Yeah,
I think they only had 2 blowout games. Every other game was 3-point win.
Yeah, even like road against
they were all 1-score games.
Like 3, right?
Yeah. And then you have Chiefs Titans at Tennessee.
Chiefs.
Okay. Then you have Broncos Chiefs at Arrowhead.
Probably Chiefs.
Okay. And then Chiefs Raiders at Vegas.
Vegas. Man, I think the Raiders could pull it off. I'll take the Raiders.
I took the Raiders in the last game. Several reasons. 1, it's in Vegas. 2, it's the last game of the season. And if Chiefs are already locked in for the playoffs, they're not going to play just like they did the Denver last year.
Yeah, the Broncos.
They didn't play anybody. Denver blew them out 38-0. But you got them at 13-4.
13-4.
13-4. Now, if I go back into their schedule, they are, let's see, week 1, they're only favored by 3. Week 2, TeslaMase.
Hey,
Week 2, they're only favored by 1.5. Week. Well, let's see. Against the Jaguars, they're only favored by 4.5.
That's crazy.
Against the Lions by 3. Against the Chiefs by 3.5. But Buffalo's favored in that game by 2.5. Like all of these are super close.
Yeah, that's
Outside of
wild.
like the Colts, Chiefs are favored by 9.5. Titans, they're favored by 7. Raiders they're favored by 9.5. But the majority of them are close. Now, here's one thing that I know. As far as everybody else's offseason, I felt like everybody else had a better offseason than the Chiefs. I don't see any other improvement outside of what they had last year. It's essentially the same roster.
Yeah, not
outside
really.
of like they lost Hopkins. Their receivers are still the same. It's Rasheed Rice, Xavier Worthy, Hollywood Brown.
The only thing I can think of is drafting Royals from Utah State in the draft.
Right. But he's also going to be back up to, I think Juju is their 4th receiver.
Oh, wow.
And then you got Sky Moore. So then Jalen, maybe they put him in that slot position. But I don't see. I get it. I understand. They will win games. You can never count out Mahomes, right?
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's not the same. It's not the same cheese as we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing them just blow out teams.
Because plus Travis Kelce is probably close to retiring, I would think.
Well, I think if they had made a deeper run, or if they had gone to won the Super Bowl this year, I'm pretty sure he would have retired. I'm pretty sure he's making more money off of the podcast than he is playing, which is, it changes your mind a little bit. Yeah. I honestly think that's one of the reasons why Derek Carr all of a sudden retired. I noticed as soon as he announced his retirement, his brother and him launched their podcast.
Oh, wow.
And, are probably going to do the exact same thing as the Kelce's. Now they're not as high profile, obviously, but
still,
they can still make money off of it.
Yeah.
And who doesn't want to make money off of, well, we're going to play golf with my kids, and he's going to play golf with his kids, and you guys are going to watch it.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Do I see them going 15-2? No. Did I see them going 15-2 last year? No. Do I believe they should have went 15-2 last year? Also, no.
No.
They were one toe off of losing, away from losing to the Ravens, right? They were one botched fumble, some weird fumble from losing to the Raiders. They were, there were like 6 different games like that.
Yeah.
Right? Which, you have to make your plays, and I get it, but in some cases, like, it takes a little bit of luck. Things just tend to happen your way, right? Now, are they going to continue to do that? The Chargers, regardless of the Chiefs finishing 15-2, the Chargers still finished 11-6 in the same division.
That's not bad.
Right? Denver still finished 10-7 in the same division. I could see them actually splitting games. Right? I can see them splitting games. Denver, out of all of the teams in the AFC West, Denver's secondary scares me the most.
Yeah, Denver,
as a Raider fan, they scare me the most. And it's not like the Chargers or the Chiefs have crappy secondaries. I'm like, you're going up against, PS2 and Hufanga in the same. Like, come on, man. Then how's that even fair? And they picked up Greenlaw.
Denver picked up some
dang, man.
Didn't they got Ingram too from the Jags, right?
Yep. Yes, they did.
They got a lot of guys.
I'm like, bro, so although I get where a lot of the, tension has come from. Oh, you guys think we're gonna be losing? Blah 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 blah. I mean, honestly, just looking at acquisitions now, coaching has to be there, right? I mean, Harbaugh's the only coach in the division that hasn't won a Super Bowl.
That's wild.
Which is wild to say. All of them have been to the Super Bowl, which is also wild to say, right? But when you have Andy Reid, and then you have Harbaugh, and then you have Sean Payton, and Pete Carroll, I'm like, it's a stacked. They're going to be well coached teams, all of them, all four of them are.
Crazy. They're just gonna beat themselves, all of them.
Exactly. It reminds me of some of the old Bengals. It was the Bengals, Pittsburgh, and Ravens all beating up on each other. Like, yeah, just go ahead. Like, Browns were never in the equation, but the AFC North always put out. They always had 3 teams in like playoff hunt. Always. Anyway, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. If you're looking for more, I know somebody was looking forward to me doing the Packers, Packers, and that looks like it's coming up in the 2 more divisions.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, so as soon as I finish up the AFC West, I'll end up moving into the NFC. I'll do the NFC East, the NFC North, NFC South, and NFC West, kind of in that order, because that's how ESPN has everything broken down. So, we'll see how things go. I mean, honestly, outside of the AFC West, I think the NFC, on the NFC side, that NFC North is a tough division. Like, I almost feel bad for Caleb Williams, because as much hype as he's gotten coming out of college, like, you got to go up against the Detroit Lions, the Minnesota Vikings, who just somehow pulled off a 14-3 record with Sam Darnold
season.
Now, will it look the same with JJ? He might be a better athlete than Darnold.
Yeah,
but probably. I mean, Darnold has been he's got some veteran savvy in him.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think he's going to do anything with the Seahawks, but I think he's got some veteran savvy in him. Couple questions for you. Number 1, who's going to be the starting quarterback of week 1? Who's going to be the starting quarterback of the Giants?
Giants.
Yep. I'll give you that. I'll give you that rundown, because you got Russell Wilson, Jameis Winston, Jackson Dart, Tommy DeVito. I think that's only the 4.
Yeah.
Maybe there's 5, but
at least I don't know if there's another one.
I'm pretty sure there's only that 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah.
Ooh. I mean, if it were me, it'd be Dart or Wilson. I mean, like, the Winston's a great backup, but no, I don't know. I don't think he's a starter in the league anymore. I don't know. I mean, I guess it just depends on how, Dart does in all these preseason, practices and everything. If he looks good, I guess they'd put him in, but I would assume Wilson will be in there at the start of the season, and then we'd probably see Dart towards the end of the season.
Fair enough. So, I can see that.
If I'm going to predict week 1 starter, I'm going with Russell Wilson, just because you can, what you're getting in him.
Here we go. Next, same idea. Next team, we're going with the Browns. Who's the starter week 1? You got Flacco, Dylan Gabriel, Kenny Pickett, Shedeur Sanders, and Deshaun Watson.
That's a tough one. It's definitely not Deshaun Watson.
That is tough. At least for me, it's tough. I'm like, what do you do?
Because they've like Gabriel and Shedeur. I was looking at just some stats the other day about like their passes and completions and touchdowns and in OTAs and practice and stuff, and they were both doing good. I think Shedeur. I mean, they only got like 10 pass attempts or something, but Shedeur was the most accurate and threw the most touchdowns, I think.
Yeah. I saw the same thing.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, because then I also heard that the Browns were impressed by Kenny Pickett. But I don't know. Just from what I've seen in Kenny Pickett throughout his career, he hasn't looked like the starting quarterback. I don't know. I mean, I think it'll probably be Flacco, and then by the end of the season, we'll start to see Shedeur get more reps. That's what I would think.
I don't think you're far off. I don't think you're far off at all. I was a little shocked at, I guess, the lack of height of Dylan. I don't think. I think that'll play a role in where he ends up in the depth chart. The last team I want you to tell me, now that Derek Carr is retired, who's the starting quarterback? Who goes week 1 in New Orleans? You got Tyler Schuff, Spencer Rattler, Jake Hayner, and Hunter Deckers.
Oof. Yeah,
I don't even know who Hunter Deckers is.
I don't know who that is either. Yeah, that's probably the roughest QB room in the NFL right there.
That's wild, bro. That's
That's
absolutely right. I actually am sitting here. I don't even know if I have it. And do I have it here? Oh yeah, here we go. I'm actually rooting for Jake Hayner to do something. Only because we have a couple of Jake Hayner rookie patch numbered autos.
Yeah, let's go.
That we would like to offload. That would be completely great. He just got
to get in there somehow. I mean, he should have a decent chance with the quarterbacks they have right now.
I can't necessarily do it when you're third string, though, bro. So if you could pick up the slack a little bit, that'd be great.
Jake Hayner. How long has he even been in the league for?
Oh, I think he's been in the league for a little bit. I think he's been in the league for a little bit, man. It's kind of rough. I want to say he was. Let me look.
Jake Hayner draft class.
Didn't you say your card was a rookie or no?
Yeah,
just 23. Look on the back. When did it start?
He went 4th round, pick 127 in 2023.
Oh, sweet. Oh, wow. So he's pretty new.
Don't forget.
You still can't be third string, bro. I need it.
Oh man, I don't know. If I'm picking for the Saints, I'd probably take Schuff from Louisville.
Even after all of the, I don't know. He's got some weird highlights out of the draft, man.
Really?
Out of the combine, like I've seen guys play backyard football better than that.
Oh, really? I guess I haven't seen that.
Oh, bro.
I mean, Rattler, I guess, is the one that we've seen the most of, right? But
yeah,
Rattler didn't do well at all this last season.
No, he didn't.
So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I haven't looked as in depth at other quarterback rooms, but that's off the top of my head right now. That's the worst quarterback room in the NFL. So I don't know, man. The Saints are gonna have to have some major help. They gotta, I don't know, maybe do some tanking or something for the first pick because they need something.
They're gonna need some help for sure.
Just start Taysom Hill.
Taysom, yeah, there you go.
Why not?
At least he can run.
Yeah, exactly.
What's crazy? I mean, you're not far off.
You know everything.
Plus, I get to put him as a tight end in fantasy. So
yeah.
I don't have that rookie card though, man. Let's go for Hayner.
My bad.
Let's go for Hayner, and then we'll go from there. We'll go that route.
Sounds like a plan.
What do you think? What do you think Kansas City ends up in? What's their ending record, Tesla?
11-6.
He's going 11-6. Interesting. Yeah. Just like my take. Interesting. I love it. I think that's the first time you've ever agreed with me, or that.
I didn't know you said that, so I
know. I did that on the prediction this morning.
Minshew magic, man. Where's Minshew now? Where'd he go?
He went to the Chiefs.
Oh, he went to the Chiefs, really?
He went to the Chiefs. Yeah.
Dang, man, that's a great backup quarterback.
He always wanted to play for Andy Reid.
Yeah, that's.
Well, Mahomes maybe he's distracted by his 2 new weapons.
I can't post that picture, bro.
I know you can't. I know. I'll send it to you later, Jack.
New weapons, unidentified. All right. We'll go. 11-6 sounds right to me. I feel like they're gonna go 11-6. I feel like they're gonna split more games in the NFC West than most people are gonna give them credit for, which I'm okay with them not getting credit. Dude, I've been a Raider fan my entire life. I'm completely okay with being the underdog. Like that's been my life. Like whatever. Underrate me. You know, think that I'm the lousiest guy on the court. Like it plays in my favor. Okay. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, but they usually are, Mike.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm okay with that. Whatever. That way, when Christmas Day comes and you've bet me $20,
What the heck?
that
Am I seeing things?
That's my home.
no, you're definitely seeing Kermit. You're just seeing a bunch of random pictures from Drew, who's probably driving. He's in the back cave right now.
Do I want to know what's going on over there?
I don't know. I didn't ask any questions, man. I let it be.
Let it be.
All right.
It is what it is, man. You think your Eagles are repeating? Are they going back to the title?
Hey, how's that, Jack? How's that guy you're giving us? Huff. The
Oh,
guy that we're
Bryce.
trading for from you guys.
I know. I saw that.
Is that like, what's your thoughts on that?
I mean, initially I was like, "Dang! Like, why are we trading away another guy?" You know, like I feel like the Eagles have paid some guys this offseason, which has been great with Bond and Barkley getting extensions and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like they've given up so many guys too. But then I was looking at the draft grade and some stats about it, and apparently, I mean, Bryce Huff he didn't do too great this last season, apparently. So
you think it's a good it seems like the Niners are giving up quite a bit for him, and I don't really know him. I'm kind of like, what the heck are we doing? You know?
Well, let's see. I'm trying to, because if you go look at sacks, tackles,
I think he had
Bryce
10 last season, but not this season or something like that.
Oh wow,
10
Bryce
sacks.
Huff. So Bryce Huff only had 13 tackles. What the heck?
I think he got injured. They said the year before. I think he had a better year.
Because he played 12 games. Because they were saying that like he was really good with the Jets, and then that's why the Eagles brought him over, and then he had a bad year this last year.
Right.
Just not
in a year when
he only had 2.5 sacks. Because when he left out, I don't know. I just feel like they've just been getting rid of a lot of guys. So I was like, come on, like they've already lost Sweat, Milton Williams, now Bryce Huff, but I mean,
I think it's interesting how these teams like have trade partners that they like constantly go to. Like it seems like the Niners and the Eagles keep getting, or like
hey, you're doing well.
Hargrave. I mean, there's a few guys where it's like, oh, let's just keep picking up Eagles guys.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know
the East Coast come west.
Very valuable in the NFL, so I guess we'll see what happens, but I don't know.
I just think it's interesting. I wish John was able to make a take on it because, I mean, we just drafted all these linemen, and I know they're probably not ready to start, but it's like, why are you trading up such, like if you're going to trade up, like make a splash, like what are we doing trading all this? I think we're trading a second rounder, if I'm not mistaken. And it's like, that's a pretty high
pick. I don't remember.
Yeah.
Are they making it better? Or is your record going to be better than 6-11?
Oh, yeah. I mean, our schedule makes us better than 6-11. I don't know if that makes us a better team than a 6-11 team.
I don't see the Seahawks winning 10 games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see. I mean, worst case scenario, I think we split with all three of them, right? I mean, I would say 2-0 versus Seattle's probably likely, and then 1-1 versus the other two is more likely than losing one to the Seahawks.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, that's 3 to 4 wins right there just in the division. Then we got like Cleveland, Giants. I mean, we got a really easy schedule. I think we're favored in almost every game this year.
I'm actually glad you're on Tesla. I forgot last week, bro. Tesla and I had a pretty interesting week last week. Our daughters ended up getting promoted from 8th grade, going into high school. We're taking him out to lunch, and we're kind of standing outside the restaurant.
Oh
and
yeah.
Tesla and I are like standing next to each other, and this guy walks out. This lady walks out first, and this guy walks out behind her, and he's kind of older, and he's like, "Oh yeah, well, Deion Sanders just texted me and blah blah blah." And Tesla and I like looked at each other, and I'm like, "Did I just hear Deion Sanders just texted him?" And so Tesla asked him, he's like, "Hi, sorry, we didn't mean to eavesdrop. Did we just hear like Deion Sanders just texted you?" And just nonchalantly, he's like, "Oh yeah, the head coach from Colorado." And we're like, "Yes, we're familiar." And he's like, "Yeah, well, like, do you like know him?" He's like, "Oh well, he's like recruiting my son, who is the starting quarterback for Mission Viejo, and is being highly recruited by them right now, and by him and some other schools as
He
well."
said Ohio State. He was with Ohio State the week before.
Dang, man.
But
Yeah.
it was so off the wall how that ended up happening. Yeah, well, like it was wild, dude. Anyways, we gave him our information. If you're listening, my guy Luke Fahey's dad is all I know. Luke Fahey's dad. It was a pleasure meeting you. Hope your son does well. Essentially, he was being recruited by. He's like, oh, he kind of went on. And he's like, oh yeah, you guys know Pat Shermer, and we're like, yes, we're familiar. we know who Pat Shermer is. He's like, oh yeah, he started. They're trying to set his official visit date. Blah 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 blah. And first it was Pat Shermer, and now it's Deion trying to get us to set a date and when he can come by. Anyways, he's the starting quarterback for Mission Viejo, class of 2026. Is a 3-star, 4-star quarterback. Stands 6 foot, 185, according to 24/7 Sports. But is doing really well. Hope he does well. Hope he's already gotten interest from Ohio State, Arkansas, Oklahoma State, Stanford, Indiana, and now Colorado, even though Colorado's not on this list. So there's that
info right there.
Yeah, insider info.
Insider info.
You heard it here first. What's funny is that Ohio State says that they only have cool, a cool feeling or cool interest around this kid, and this kid's like, that's like my dream school I want to go to is Ohio State. Anywho, definitely interesting week last week for sure. For those still watching, make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube at JAMM Packed Podcast. Click on that notification button to view us live. We're live every Monday night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. If you are looking for more NBA talk, I know his picture is not up, but you can hit up Uncle Drewski on his NBA take. He's probably going to do more for the finals for sure. He is on JAMM Packed
or Miss Piggy.
Hey.
There we go. From the Batcave. Let's go. Uncle Drewski. He is on our NBA JAMM Packed NBA Ramble. If you're interested in sports trading cards, please hit us up at JAMM Packed Podcast on Instagram. We have way too many. As you can see up here, this isn't even half, bro. This is like maybe a quarter of the stash that we have. Like, I don't know if you see some of that. Anyways, there's over 200,000 cards.
Yeah, if you're local, come to the card show this weekend. They'll be there, and you could get some cards and spin the Plinko wheel and play the Plinko.
If you're looking for sports cards, hit us up on Instagram. We will be doing a live card show this weekend, the 7th and 8th, out in Torrance. You can meet us. Shoot the wind. Play Plinko. Spin the wheel. Let's go. We also are now making custom cards. Dude, some of these custom cards have come out pretty legit.
Oh, dope.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah. I mean, have you ever seen a stained glass Shohei? No, you haven't.
Dang.
Why? Because that is a jam-packed
Stained glass.
exclusive. Exclusive. That's the only way you're gonna find it is with us. Just giving you a heads up. Anyways, we hope you enjoyed this episode of Jam Pack. We go ahead, Tesla. Did you need something? I
No,
hear
I
you in the
don't need
background.
something.
Oh, you need everything. All right, sounds good.
No, I'm good.
Um,
Some car just cut me off, so you heard that.
you cut out, so you're okay. You're safe. From
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
us
I'm
at Jam
good.
Pack, man, we hope you enjoy the show. Please tune in next week as we go over further into the finals and more sports. As always, until next week, be kind to one another, take care of each other, be safe, and we'll see you guys next week. Later, fellas.
Later.
Later.